Ladies and gentlemen, shalom, shalom. I hope everybody is doing well. We're going to talk about this topic because it was Donald Trump that came out and said that largely Border Patrol and ICE are Hispanic. And y'all, one thing I will never believe, because they'll be all over videos talking about, oh, us Latinos, we stick together, or us Hispanics, we stick together. No, y'all don't. No, y'all don't. I never thought I would say this, but I think y'all are even bigger sellouts than we are. I thought we were, and it was shameful, and it still is shameful with the amount of sellouts we have among our people. But I really think y'all top us. And yours run even deeper because look, in prison, y'all joined the Aryan Nation. The very people that are deporting your ass out of here, y'all join forces with behind bars. Okay. So, what does that say? So, it doesn't matter what level it's on, y'all are just big sellouts. And quite frankly, you need to get off of all these videos addressing us. Stop getting on all these videos screaming the black community this and the black community that. And the black community ain't coming out to help us. And the black, shut up already. Shut up already. You got an internal problem. You got people within y'all are some, especially your men. Y'all men are sellouts. So you got people within your group that's willing to go on these streets, run your ass down, tackle you down to the ground, pile on you 9 people deep, and get your butt out of here because that's what ICE is doing. Go look at all the videos where they're piling on one Latino man. They're getting the black treatment. They are. They one man and they do a full pile on. That's what you're doing to your own people out here. So, no, it is time for y'all to stop addressing us and get on these videos addressing your own people, or, y'all need to deal with your men because your men seem to be the biggest sellouts. They certainly were the biggest sellout during the last election in 2024. The Trump's overwhelming support came from Hispanic men. So y'all got an internal problem. And like I said, y'all sellout issue seems to be far worse than ours. And I never thought I would see that from any other group, but I see that in y'all. I tell you what, I will never be on no video talking about we need to stick together like the Latinos because I've heard some of our people say that. Y'all need to get off of that mess. These people are not as close as you think. They talk a good game, but it's not about what you say, it's about what you do. And it is saying a lot when it's an overwhelming a lot of black not black but Latino men on ICE. Black men, yeah, you do see one or two sprinkled in there. You do not. In fact, I don't even think I've seen one video and there were three. Usually you'll see one or two. And in all honesty, y'all, I don't even know if that's us. I don't even know if that's us. I mean, just because you see melanated skin, that don't mean that's us. I'm just saying. But but I never see that many. You might see one or two sprinkled in of us, the rest overwhelmingly Latino and white men. Now, I know why they want to be on here because it's for the same reason they want to be police officers. You know, you always got that small group within our group that want to be on the police force, but they never have no power. even when they're the police chief, they still have a lot of police brutality going on in the ranks. It doesn't even matter if the chief is a black man or black woman. It doesn't matter. But but y'all got a huge sellout problem, and it seems like it's pretty bad. That's what you need to be talking about, and leave us the hell alone. You have no reason, with all this going on in your community, you have no reason to address us. Number one, we already told you a million and one times we are not immigrants. We have nothing to do with ICE. So why would we go out and interact with ICE, and we're not immigrants, and what ICE does not impact our community as a whole? So I'm just saying, address your own people. That's where you got your biggest problem. All right, y'all. Let me share. Let me share my screen 1 second here. Yep, that's it. Hold on. It's not. Why is this not showing up? I don't want that one. I want this one. Okay. All right. Please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Thank you.
They're the best people we have, and they're Hispanic. The Border Patrol is largely Hispanic. ICE is largely Hispanic. They're unbelievable people. I don't know how they can take the abuse. They're taking rough people like this, like all of them.
A lot of people can't believe when Trump said most of ICE is Hispanics. But it shouldn't be surprising. More Hispanics voted for him than any other minority group, okay? Even though Hispanics not a race, more of them voted for Trump more than any minority group. So we should not be surprised. And not all of them are the same, too. Not all of them are the same. There's some Hispanics that are very anti-ICE. They'll go against anybody that's anti-immigration. And there's some that's pro-ICE. It's like, hey, I came the right way. If you don't come the right way, we send you back on your way. We ain't with that. And there's some that call ICE on their family members and their friends, okay? I live in Miami. Some people do that. They find people they don't like or don't get along with no more and say, man, he ain't no good. Let me send them back home. He think he hot stuff around here. Yeah, let's see if you're out on that trip with ICE. Ain't everybody buddy like that? But some people think everybody connected stuff, especially Black Americans. No. Everybody do not like each other, okay? And then some people, not all, some guy that's you was like, man, I don't want no more of my people in America for it be like my country that I left. Like I said, not all the things like that. So like, no, we gotta stop this right now. And then plus, ICE pays, okay? ICE, you can get a good check working for ICE. Your check could come out nice if you work for ICE. So like I said, there's multiple reasons. Some racist reasons, some like, no, I'm trying to be a white American. And like I said, some don't like they folks, and some don't want too many people over here. And some like, hey, we're doing things the right way. We shouldn't have people come in the wrong way. Like I said, a lot of people need to understand, not all Hispanics are the same. Just like not all white Americans are the same. Nobody's the same.
So Donald Trump just said that a lot of the ICE agents are Hispanic. And let me tell you, you guys, how how on earth are the Hispanic people agreeing to be ICE agents to deport their own people? And to even back this shit up, I can't even make this shit up. Let me tell you, there's a videos I watched recently. One of the ICE agents went to arrest someone because the guy had like the thickest accent. They were at the gas station or something. And the ICE agent was like trying to arrest him. And he was like, show me your ID, show me your ID. And the guy was like refusing not to because you know what I mean? And the guy said, what did I do? Why are you trying to arrest me? And the ICE agent had the audacity to say, oh, your accent is very strong. It's because of your accent. I need some paperwork to make sure. Da, da, da. And the guy who they're trying to arrest, he literally said to the ICE agent, what do you mean by my accent? Your accent is as strong as mine. I was like, Jesus. That's that's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I kid you the fuck not. And the fact that Donald Trump is being so dead ass with this whole thing, talking about like, oh, yeah, a lot of ICE agents are Hispanic. It's sad, bro. It's insane. It's crazy. You'll never catch me. I don't care. I'm a proud Black woman, African woman, okay? And you ask me to snitch on my own people, you crazy? Are you crazy? No amount of money, no amount of authority will get me to snitch on my own people to try to deport them. Are you crazy? Yo, this cannot be real, bro. Like, please, I hope this is not correct. You're telling me a lot of the fucking ICE agents that were hired to deport people from the US are Hispanic? Are you kidding? Y'all, this cannot be real. All I know is my people, I got you, okay? My Liberian people especially, y'all, we're not going fucking nowhere. Are you kidding? Are you crazy? That sit on work right there. Take that thing from here. Hell no. What?
Yes, Latinos work for ICE and terrorize their own community. And if that shocks you, it's because you haven't been paying attention. We finally have some new information regarding Alex Preddy, the man murdered by ICE in Minneapolis. Investigative reporting has finally revealed the officer's name, Jesus, who goes by Jesse Ochoa, and Raimundo Gutierrez, both Latino agents working for Customs and Border Protection. We've seen this so many times before. Latinos for Trump, hard-line anti-immigration politics, Cuban, Venezuelan, and Mexican-American right-wing politics. People who climb the ladder and then pull it up behind them. And over half of all Border Patrol agents are Latino, and they make up a huge chunk of ICE agents as well. CBP refused to release the names for days, shielding these agents from accountability. But now the Department of Justice has opened a civil rights investigation thanks to public pressure and national outrage.
Trump got on here and pissed the Hispanic community off by saying that half of or the majority of ICE agents are Hispanic. And it's true though, right? So the Hispanic community are upset and in uproar because the people that are hunting their own people down are brown just like them. It only makes sense though. Most of, not all, but most of the immigrants or the illegal immigrants that are here came from the southern border, right? So wouldn't you think you would need officers and agents to speak their language? Of course, they're all or mostly Hispanic. It is what it is. Just take a look at any video, any picture. 8 out of 10 of them are Hispanic. Couple of white guys, one black guy sprinkled in, if that. All right. So that sounds like brown on brown crime to me. All right. So the Hispanic community got a lot of problems on their hands right now. All right. Y'all got to deal with your own, right? Y'all mad at the blacks. Some of you are mad at the blacks. You can't understand why we're not out there fighting against these people with y'all. That's because those are your people. Brown on brown, just like y'all like to claim, oh, black on black crime is so horrible. Well, here goes some brown on brown crime.
So they released the name of the ICE officers who unalived Alex Preddy. And those two men are Latinos. I just find it so crazy that Latino men are joining ICE to go after their own brothers. That's insane. Jesus Ochoa and Raimundo Gutierrez killed Alex Preddy. And this is essentially what people think of all you Latinos who join in ICE.
How the fuck are y'all telling y'all's own people to go back to their country? That don't even make no sense. Like, you Latino Americans really think y'all white. Y'all are not white. And they about to find out soon enough that they not white, because you know what? His death has been ruled a homicide. I feel like that means somebody finna go down for it, and it's them two Latino men. I feel like it's safe to say if a white man had been the one to kill Alex Preddy, it would not have been ruled a homicide. I don't know. What y'all think about this?
So I woke up this morning and I received a message from a Latino guy who wanted to be anonymous. He didn't want me to put his name out there, but he shared a story with me about how ICE agents are penetrating their community undercover. I don't know if this is true, but I thought it's a story I should share with y'all because he shared it with me. He say ICE agents are going to work, they got their masks on, are deporting immigrants, citizens and all. Say then they are going home, dressing up to go out to kick it. Cowboy has cowboy boots, going to these bars and these clubs where Mexicans at, and integrating with the crowd, asking questions about immigration. He say they act like they part of the group, but they trying to get information on where Mexicans and Latinos are at. So he say they goes in the party, they sing the songs, they drink the drink, they party and dance like they with the community, but they are doing research and talking to people on where to find the illegal immigrants at. He say then they get all the information that they need and they report to whoever and let them know where the Mexicans and Latinos are at. It don't matter if they illegal or they U.S. citizens because they need their numbers to be up. That's crazy that their own people would go deep undercover on some Sammy the bullshit to get information on where these illegal immigrants are housed at. These are their people. They in the club, at the bar, wherever, at gatherings with these people, like they friends with these people, but yet they using their community and where they hang out to try to get information on where immigrants are at. That's the bottom of the bottom scum for me. You can't find out where they at through the Trump administration because y'all arresting anybody. But yet Latinos who are ICE agents are penetrating their community, and you don't know who they are because they have on masks. So you can't say, I saw you on TV, you're an ICE agent. They don't know who in their community is ICE agent. He say the biggest days are Fridays and Saturdays when these people are partying. That's when they infiltrate them at these parties on Fridays and Saturdays. I don't know if this is true, but I just wanted to share y'all the message he sent to me. But that's a damn shame that the people in their community that's working for ICE is deep undercover going to their community events trying to get information on where illegal immigrants are housed. That's where we at in America. When your own people don't give a damn about your own people, all you want is numbers and money. And come to find out, most of them ain't even fucking getting paid, but they turning their back on their communities for the fucking numbers. And y'all, 54% of y'all Latino men who voted for this shit, I remember y'all. Y'all the reason why Latino ICE agents are penetrating y'all damn community trying to get information. That's why they terrorizing and knowing where y'all at. According to this dude, they deep, deep, deep undercover. So y'all better watch our surroundings. Y'all better watch our surroundings.
You know what chaps my ass in three? Is seeing Latinos working for ICE, treating others and their own people like shit, just for a fucking paycheck. I'm pretty sure most of you have seen this video go viral of this Latino ICE agent saying that if you raise your voice, I will erase your voice. Do you know what we call these kind of people that are Hispanic that throw their own under the bus? We call them vendepatrias, where they sell out their own people for their profit and their gain. It's funny how people with thick accents like him, and he's from Puerto Rico, telling other Latinos what the fuck to do. This is the type of Latino that thinks that his shit doesn't stink. He has let that paycheck and that power go to his head. But in reality, if Trump took a good look at him, even though he's from Puerto Rico and Puerto Ricans are American citizens, Trump would want him to be deported.
You know, when you think about it, it's the irony of it all, really, that makes you chuckle. Because here you are with the majority of legal Hispanic persons who are the ones doing the investigation and apprehension and detention of the illegal Hispanic wars. And they calling that racism. That's tough about your investigation. Want to ask me? Now you want to figure out how they know we're illegally away? Because most of the ICE agents are Hispanic. They just illegally. So you know how they know how to scope their folks who ain't here legally. That's how they get them. Kind of make you chuckle out of it. Yeah. Let's deport some motherfuckers. Time out for these games. Time to increase our livelihood. We ain't staying no 20, 30 deep in no one house.
Ya, mira cómo me tiene la... Mira cómo me tiene la verga, bro.
Mira cómo me tiene, güey. En mi cartera, pudero. Mi cartera. Mira cómo me hacen. Yo de su puta madre, güey. Mira. Mira, güey. Mira.
I forgot exactly where this happened at, but basically, ICE picked this dude up, drove off with him down the road, and when they found out that he was actually legal, they just stopped in a random place at a random house and let him out, uncuffed him, threw all his stuff out, and took off and just left him there. But what I haven't been seeing people talk about when it comes to ICE agents is that every video you see, they almost always another Hispanic person. I know that got to be crazy for the Hispanic people that's going through this to turn around or to see these dudes pull up to their house and there's other Hispanic people. Like, are they giving them extra incentives to do this? In my opinion, I feel like the government doing this on purpose. Like, they get in Hispanic people to do their dirty work, basically, and that's messed up, bro. But that's not my business. That's Hispanic people business. I'm gonna let them deal with it. But if I notice it, I know they notice it.
No, what he's saying is right. I do agree with this last guy because when things go down, because these ICE agents go too far, the ones that will get jailed are the Hispanic. They're going to be the ones jailed, you know? And the white ones that are going too far, they're going to remain free. Look at what they're doing in the case of Renee Good. They won't put charges on that white ICE agent that killed her. They won't put charges on him. And they're trying to shut down any lawsuits that pertains to Renee Good. They're not doing nothing to him, and they're doing everything to protect that guy. So, y'all, it says a lot. It says a lot. And when it's all said and done, Donald Trump is not going to be the sitting president forever. And once he's gone, it's going to be a lot of people going to jail. And many of them are going to be these ICE agents going over the top. So, yeah, that is pretty messed up for the Latino community that y'all got so many people within your group that is willing to turn on others in your group. That says a lot about y'all. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. What's that saying, y'all? The call is coming from within the house. Yeah. Y'all better address that first and stop addressing us. And you know what, y'all? You use this as a way of defending our community. So when they get on these videos, where's the black people? Why are we out here by ourselves? Brown and black, brown and black. You can now just look them in the face and say, why are so many of your men ICE agents? That's all you need to say. You don't have to say nothing else. Because that's a bad reflection on them. That is a bad reflection. Dark Skin Brother, thank you for the 34-month membership. Shalom, Lisa, my warrior sister, and family in the chat. Thank you so much for your membership and also all of your support that you have given my channel. Okay, and Betty Felder, thank you so much for the super sticker and your support for my channel. I deeply appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we're not getting involved with their mess. Absolutely not. There's no need for us to be out there. They brought this on themselves. This is how you voted. Donald Trump campaigned on mass deportations. Y'all just assumed it wasn't you. I don't know why you would assume that, and you are an immigrant and you know you don't have your papers in order. So why would you assume he didn't mean you? Some of y'all are stupid. So then you ran out there and you or your family members ran out there and voted for Donald Trump. And if you listen to some of these Latinos, they don't even care about the ones that are illegal in their own family. They will get on a video and tell them to get out. If you don't have this and that, you need to leave. So yeah, mm-mm-mm. I tell you what, there is nothing worse than a sellout. We know that firsthand just from the ones within our community. We know this. And we deal with them the best that we can online, but there are many out here. Look, y'all, I got some in my damn family. I won't even talk to them. I got some cousins like that. I don't communicate with them at all. I got one cousin, he don't do nothing but date white women. He won't touch anything black. Everything got to be a white woman. I do not have no relationship with him. I don't talk to him. I don't have his number. He don't have my number. I do not communicate with that sellout. And this is a sellout in my own family. I will not talk to him at all. And I haven't. So these things happen. It is what it is, but no more addressing us and ignoring what's right in your face, Latinos. No more of that. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Let's see, I got one more here. One of many ancestral shadows. Thank you so much for your super chat. Black American Freedmen, FBA, stay out of it. Amen. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Thank you for your support for my channel. Yep. Okay, hold on. Another one. Okay, I see you right here. How are you? This is Jayshawn Page. How are you? I'll be praying for you every day during your surgery. Thank you so much. And I deeply appreciate the support for my channel. Thank you so much. Mm-mm-mm. So, y'all. So, y'all. Be still, saints. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, just speaking of that, Tradina, when my father passed, the last church that he was a member of, they sung at his funeral. He sung in the men's choir. And that was one of the songs they sung when the saints come marching in. And when I heard that song, I used to always think those were like exceptional people. And in a sense they are, but we are the saints. That's what they're talking about when they sing, well, when the saints go marching in, that's us. We are those saints. That's what that song is about, you know? And that's really amazing how the Most High chose us above all people. That means everything, y'all. It really does. It means everything. So I will see y'all a little later. I do have other lives coming up, and the next one is kind of funny. Donald Trump went to Davos and he did a speech, and he didn't do the speech on what he went there for. He ended up, you know how Donald Trump is. Donald Trump is an old cranky man, and he's ornery, and he went there and did a whole different speech and pissed off the global community, right? So they changed MAGA from Make America Great Again to Make America Go Away. So we'll talk about that. That's coming up at 1:45. And they're actually making merch, and the merch is selling worldwide. And people are wearing this merch. Make America Go Away. I'm like, well, damn. So, y'all, I will see you at 1:45. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Shalom, family.